All right. Well, welcome everyone to the USPTO's Patents and Trademarks for Humanities Awards ceremony. We are very excited to celebrate the 7th group of Patents for Humanity winners and the first group of Trademarks for Humanity winners who have helped transform lives around the world. I'm Sharon Israel, Chief Policy Officer and Director for International Affairs at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and it's my pleasure to serve as Master of Ceremonies for today. I'd like to start with some history about the programs. In 2013, the USPTO started the Patents for Humanities Award as a pilot program, focusing on recognizing innovations that addressed global humanitarian challenges such as nutrition, sanitation, and raising living standards to empower those in need. The program gained popularity and was unanimously codified into federal law in 2022 with the passage of the bipartisan Patents for Humanity Program Act to show commitment from Congress and the President for innovators who are a driving force behind our economy and whose inventions often make the world a better place. Today's Patents for Humanity Awards are for advances in green energy technology, recognizing innovators who are responding rapidly to the challenges of climate change by developing game-changing technologies through wind, solar, green hydrogen, hydropower, and biofuel technologies. Their success stories will inspire others to harness innovation for human progress. The Trademarks for Humanities Award competition was launched last year in 2023 to recognize brand owners using the power of trademarks to help solve humanitarian challenges. The theme for this inaugural award is the environment, and eligible applicants included brand owners who offer products or services that address environmental issues through the use of federally registered trademarks. We're very excited to be here today to celebrate the winners of both awards. Now, I'd like to welcome USPTO Commissioner for Trademarks, David Gooder, to provide some brief remarks on the Trademarks for Humanity Award program and the power of trademarks. Welcome, Commissioner Gooder.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, everyone. Good morning. I see we brought out a nice chilly fall morning here to get everybody moving. And thank you, Sharon, for setting the stage so wonderfully. This is a great day. It's really an honor to join you as we spotlight the Trademarks for Humanity program, which is a remarkable initiative that it's new, but in really highlights the versatility and the power of trademarks. There's a lot of, we're going to see a number of award winners tonight, but there's someone in the audience I did want to recognize because the Patents for Humanity program, as you heard, has been around for a couple of years. And about 2 years ago, our Trademark Public Advisory Committee chair, Susan Natland, said, why don't we have a Trademarks for Humanity award? And was really the driving force behind it. And Susan's sitting right over here, if you can wave or stand up. So, when we think about trademarks, we often focus on business value, protecting a brand, building trust with consumers, giving companies a competitive edge. But trademarks really do a lot more than that. They tell stories, they reflect values, and as we see today, they help solve some of the world's most pressing matters. And as one thing as I like to repeat that was originally said by Darren Tang, the head of WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization. Not every company has a patent. Every company has a name, has a trademark anywhere. And that's kind of what we're here to recognize today. And that's what makes this program so inspiring, because it's recognizing brand owners who used the power of their brand, of their innovation, et cetera, to drive real progress in the world. These are businesses that are tackling some big issues. They're protecting the environment, they're promoting sustainability, and all through the power of their brands. Trademarks are not just symbols of commerce. They can be symbols of action. And I'll be honest, this is a side of trademarks that I don't think we talk nearly enough about. But programs like this remind us that their potential is there to make a real serious difference in the world. So to this year's honorees, congratulations. Thank you for showing us what's possible. Among its many contributions, your work proves two powerful truths: that innovation and compassion go hand in hand, and that trademarks can and do create meaningful change in our world. So thank you all for being here today and to celebrate this important program and our winners and the remarkable stories that they highlight. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Commissioner Gooder. Next, I'd like to welcome USPTO's Commissioner for Patents, Vishali Udupa, for some introductory remarks about the Patents for Humanity program and the power of patents. Welcome, Commissioner Udupa.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Sharon, for your warm welcome and introduction. And thanks to everyone who's here today and who's joining us for the ceremony to recognize innovators who are addressing environmental and climate change challenges. Today, we are presenting 8 winners with the Patents for Humanity Award. Each of you have made remarkable contributions to the rapid challenges in climate change. Since 2012, as you heard Sharon say, the Patents for Humanity Award competition has showcased how patent holders are meeting global humanitarian challenges and pioneering innovative ways to provide sustainable solutions to those in need. In 2022, the Patents for Humanity Award was codified into law, and most recently, we expanded the program to include the green energy category, and that's what we are presenting today. The green energy category provides business incentives for patent applicants and holders whose innovations address climate change through their green energy technologies. We at the USPTO recognize that a patent is such a valuable asset. Intellectual property is a major driving force in our economy, and it also creates jobs and encourages investments for the benefit of people across the country. IP-intensive industries contribute to almost $8 trillion to the GDP and account for 44% of all U.S. jobs. And these industries, they pay 97% higher wages, and they also provide better benefits. And patent holders are also so much more successful, and they earn 4 times more than the average American household income. In addition, if we can increase the number of inventors by 4-fold, we can grow our economy and GDP by $1 trillion. There are so many benefits of a patent to inventors, to entrepreneurs, and to companies. The Patents for Humanity Green Energy Award is a unique distinction that seeks to solve the toughest environmental challenges by supporting inventors developing groundbreaking technology. So thank you all to the winners for their astounding work that will inspire others to pursue innovation. And once again, congratulations on these incredible accomplishments. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Udupa. Programs like Patents and Trademark Humanities Awards are just one of the ways the USPTO works to celebrate the impact of intellectual property and inspire future generations. We also partner with organizations like the National Inventors Hall of Fame to provide educational programming and training for hundreds of thousands of students and teachers each year. To share more about this, I'd like to welcome Sophia Johnson, Associate Director for Government Relations for the National Inventors Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Sharon, and good morning, everyone. The National Inventors Hall of Fame is proud to partner with the United States Patent and Trademark Office as a sponsor of the Patents for Humanity and the Trademarks for Humanity Award ceremony. celebrating the 2024 awardees and your life-changing innovations and brands. Our nonprofit mission is not only to honor the individuals whose inventions have made the world a better place, but to advance the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship into the future. We've been inspiring innovation in America for over 50 years. In 1973, the USPTO co-founded the National Inventors Hall of Fame, and together we recognize world-class inventors like today's awardees and promote intellectual property education. Through this partnership, we manage the National Inventors Hall of Fame Museum located at the USPTO headquarters in Alexandria, Virginia, and each year we induct a new class of extraordinary inventors. To date, we've inducted 639 remarkable inductees, from Thomas Edison to Hedy Lamarr to Patents for Humanity winner Ashok Gadgil. We are also excited to announce the new Patents for Humanity and Trademarks for Humanity exhibit, which will open at the National Inventors Hall of Fame in May 2025. This exhibit will highlight the groundbreaking work of innovators like you and continue to inspire visitors with stories of human ingenuity and impact. The National Inventors Hall of Fame also operates the country's largest ecosystem of pre-K through 12 education programs, delivered in partnership with local schools and teachers in 50 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico. With support from the USPTO and many passionate donors, we were able to impact over 365,000 students and 18,000 teachers, including more than 260,000 underserved students. Infused in every program are inspiring stories of our inductees' determination, perseverance, and overcoming of obstacles, the same qualities that brought each of you the Patents for Humanity and Trademarks for Humanity awardees here today. It is vital that we not only recognize the work of our greatest innovators, but also inspire the next generation through your stories. Thank you for the opportunity to join you all here today. We applaud your use of game-changing technology and brands to respond to environmental and climate change challenges, and we look forward to following the global impact of your work.
Thank you, Sophia. And now it's my privilege to introduce Kathy Vidal, the Undersecretary of Commerce for Intellectual Property and the Director of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Undersecretary Vidal provides leadership and oversight to one of the largest intellectual property offices in the world, with more than 14,000 employees, serving innovators, creators, and brands, and serves as a principal advisor to the President of the United States and Secretary of Commerce on intellectual property matters.
Thank you, Sharon. The last time we celebrated the Patents for Humanity Award, we celebrated it at the USPTO, and we did not celebrate it alongside trademarks. This year is a really special year, which is why we moved the celebration to the Department of Commerce. We, the USPTO, sit within this Department of Commerce. Our goals are not just to issue patents and register trademarks. They're to lift communities, solve community and world problems, and grow jobs. And when I say that, sometimes people say to me, well, those are quite lofty for a government agency. But you all are proof of concept, that you can use our resources, we can help you along the way to change the world. And that's exactly what you are doing. And I have to say, we're here to hear your stories, but I do want to tell a couple stories. First, the topic today, the environment and green technology, is near and dear to my heart. It's near and dear to the hearts of every country across the globe. In fact, when we met with the other 4 largest IP offices across the globe, we focused on the environment. We focused on green technology, because it's something that we need to solve, not just here in the United States, but across the globe. As I've traveled the world, I've seen the issues. When we were in Europe, there were fires. When we were in Chile, there was flooding. When we were in Panama, the Panama Canal was receding because of a drought. There are many issues that we need to solve, and I am so excited and thrilled that we're here to honor those who are making a difference for the world. Also, on the point of intellectual property, we are trying to embolden more people like you through our efforts. In the last few years, we started a number of initiatives or embolden other initiatives to support veterans, to support women around entrepreneurship, to teach them the lessons that you had to learn, I'm sure in a very hard way, to get to where you are today, to teach them how to network, how to find funding, and how to use the intellectual property system, and most of all, to teach them to think big, like you did. And I just want to give you 2 examples where people didn't think big, because they're examples that I use when I get out in communities. One is when we were in Brazil. They were providing an award for somebody in the green tech space. And the inventors came up with this technology of using cigarette butts to filter impurities out of the atmosphere. It was a clever idea, and I asked them, where did you patent? And they said, only Brazil. Obviously, you have done, on the patent side, you have done more than that. And you know that to get all the VC funding, to be part of the best startup community in the entire world, you have to patent in the United States. As another example, I was down in Florida on a military base, and there was a woman who was a spouse of a military person, and she started a mentoring organization. And it had become terribly popular, and she was so excited, but then she was moving to another military base, and she didn't think big. She secured her trademark, or had a trademark, only for her locality. She did not register with the USPTO. And so she lost her brand. She went to register, and the name was already taken, so she had to rebuild her brand. But those are examples of issues that we're trying to solve for. We want to get out in communities. We want people to know the power of trademarks, the power of patents, and what it means to help lift you and to bring innovation, bring entrepreneurship to impact. So I am so thrilled to be with you today. I'm so thrilled to tell you that across the globe, there are so many children following in your footsteps. We were in Hawaii on a military base, and before I came, the kids in the classroom, and we're talking 6, 7-year-olds, had to come up with inventions and put them on a board. And there were categories, automotive, climate, a number of different categories, and they had to paste it on the category that their invention related to. And when I looked across the board, there were a sprinkle of papers on all the categories, but then when you saw climate, there were so many postings on it. The kids know the issues we're facing. They know what needs to be next. And I will say they came up with the most creative ideas. One of them was a young boy came up with this idea of creating gloves that would, when you swim through the ocean, they would filter out plastic particulates. Not sure that it's scalable. Don't know that he would win the award for scaling, but it just shows you the ingenuity and the excitement around this important field. So I would just make one ask of you today. When you go home, think about how you can contribute in your communities, how you can be role models for the next generation, how you can get involved with the National Inventors Hall of Fame, with the USPTO, with others who are trying to pay it forward, to create more winners in the future for both the Trademarks for Humanity and the Patents for Humanity program. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sharon, and we will now celebrate you. Thank you so much for all your work.
Thank you, Kathy, and thank you for the very inspiring remarks. Now we're on to the moment of the hour. It's time to announce the winners of the 2024 Patents and Trademarks for Humanities Awards. We'll begin with Trademarks for Humanities, and I have both. All right. So first, Olanu, based in San Clemente, California, provides stormwater water resources and coastal zone management consulting services to improve water quality in the ocean and waterways and improve water resources and access to clean water while protecting the natural environment. And accepting the award today, we have Daniel Apt, President of Ulanu.
So I want to thank the USPTO and the Department of Commerce for this amazing award. The mission of Ulanu is to protect the ocean, waterways, and the environment by restoring and preserving its natural function in a sustainable manner. We spent a lot of time coming up with our mission statement because most of us are surfers. We like to spend time in the ocean, and we wanted to develop a mission statement and a company that would really reflect our values of trying to protect the ocean. I've been asked to explain a little bit about what Ulanu means. So in trying to come up with a name for the company, I didn't want to just come up with Daniel Apt Consulting. I wanted to come up with something that really had meaning. And so Susan Outland, my trademark attorney and close friend, said, don't come up with something descriptive. It'll never be trademarked. And my marketing professional, my brother-in-law, Travis Graham, said, come up with something that has a story behind it. So Ulanu means, Ola is the Spanish word for wave, and Unu is the Quechuan word for water. So it means wave water. And so that's what Ulanu is about, is protecting the resource that we love to spend time in. I would like just to thank a few people. First and foremost, my wife, Claudia. She really encouraged me to start Ulanu and take that big step, which I know many of you as business owners, it's a big first step. I want to thank also my dog Dulce, who's always there for me after a long, hard day of working to protect the environment. I want to thank my parents, especially my dad, that always encouraged me to pursue my passion for water. My brother and sister, my stepmother, who's always supporting me. And I want to thank especially my team members at Ulanu. All of our team, it takes a village to make this work. I want to thank especially Brad Parks, who's here with me today, my vice president. I want to thank especially Susan Natland, my trademark attorney with Kenobi, who encouraged me to apply for this award and helped me through the whole trademark process. All the team at Kenobi, Taco Truck Creative, who is my advertising agency, who helped create our logo and our website and everything. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank all of my clients, especially the Los Angeles Community College District, Orange County Public Works, and the City of Avalon. And all of those people that helped over the years to get this going, all those teachers and professors and collaborators that really helped me get to the point of starting my own company. Thank you again. And one of the things that we say at Ulanu is that it all starts with a single drop. So do what you can for the environment. Thank you.
Next, we have Genmoji. Genmoji, based in San Juan, Puerto Rico, develops, manufactures, and installs renewable energy and artificial wind energy recycling technologies and AI software focused on sustainability, efficiency, and significant drops in greenhouse emissions for communities that face ongoing challenges with traditional energy infrastructure, particularly in the aftermath of major natural disasters. Accepting the award is Francisco Laboy, CEO of Genmoji.
Wow. I don't want to break that. I speak Spanish mostly, so I think in Spanish, so hope you guys bear with me. I'm going to read. First, let me thank the USPTO for this great honor. As a small Puerto Rico-based company, we could have never imagined being recognized by the agency that oversees and safeguards the innovations and the IP that fuels progress and technological advancement. Much less foresee that the crazy name that some of my family members and colleagues struggle to pronounce in Spanish would one day be showcased on this stage. Genmoji develops, manufactures, and installs artificial wind energy recycling technologies and AI software focused on sustainability, efficiency, and the reduction of greenhouse emissions for communities that face ongoing challenges with traditional energy infrastructure, particularly in the aftermath of major natural disasters. Having experienced the devastation that ensues after a storm, our company's ethos was forged by our own experience in the relief front line after Hurricanes Irma and Maria in 2017. Puerto Rico's inadequate energy infrastructure has served as the ideal R&D lab for Genmoji and for us to develop and test our technology. Throughout the last 7 years, we have identified main grid challenges, leading us to understand the importance of supporting decentralized energy and resiliency through innovation, like incorporating AI as part of the application that managed some of our products. From those early days through today, from a single sketch to our now deployed products, we have relied on IP as a cornerstone of our company. Our trademarks are an indelible part of who we are, and so is our name, which is a play on two words. Gen as in generation, and the emoji as in your digital perception. Genmoji means combined generational perception, or the legacy that we would like to leave behind for future generations. This has become a symbol of our mission. We at Genmoji thank you for this honor. Thank you again. And as restless innovators, we can safely say, you will see us again. Have a great day.
I love these inspiring stories. Next, we have World-Centric. World-Centric, based in Rohnert Park, California, offers over 400 plant-based compostable products, including cutlery, plates, bowls, cups, trays, to-go containers, and lawn bags designed to reduce environmental impact. As a company dedicated to using business as a force for good, it donates 25% of its profits to grassroots initiatives that empower communities and drive sustainable change. Accepting the award is Devin Young, Vice President of Sales at World-Centric.
I also will need to read from notes. You're not the only one. Well, first and foremost, thank you to the USPTO for the incredible recognition of the trademarks World-Centric and For a Better World. Thank you very much. Our name, World-Centric, reflects a core belief that we need to shift from egocentric thinking and embraced a mindset that considers the well-being of all people and the planet, including its natural resources. And I think that Commissioner Goodett said it very nicely, that trademarks can really tell a story. And I think that's something that we've embraced at World-Centric in everything that we do for the past 20 years. Because we've really worked to lead the way in developing and innovating plant-based packaging products, and we continue to innovate over and over again to try to progress our industry. The products, they're designed to deliver on environmental performance and again, kind of reflect that core belief of transitioning from an egocentric way of thinking to more of a world-centric mindset. Our commitment, as mentioned in the intro. It goes beyond the products we create. We started out as a nonprofit organization and then transitioned to for-profit in 2009. And at that time, we committed to giving 25% of all of our profits to grassroots initiatives and organizations that empower communities and drive meaningful change for a better world. And so we really try to embrace that and again, push beyond just our products and really try to empower the communities that we hope to support. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Tracy Durkin and Julie Shirk and the team at Stern, Kessler, Goldstein, and Fox for nominating us for this award. Thank you very much. It's quite an honor. And again, thank you, USPTO, for believing in our mission and supporting us on this journey. We deeply appreciate it. Thank you.
Next, we have Energy Facade. Energy Facade owner YKK AP America, Inc., based in Atlanta, Georgia, has expanded its commitment to environmental sustainability in its external-facing products and its internal manufacturing processes and provides energy-efficient aluminum building materials, including doors, windows, entrances, storefronts, sunshades, and curtain walls. Accepting the award today is Raymond Shelton, Vice President and Chief Sustainability and Communications Officer for YKK AP America.
Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning. I'm Raymond Shelton, Chief Sustainability and Communications Officer for YKK AP. The AP stands for Architectural Products. And I would like to thank my colleague Tsukasa Shudo, who represents our legal function, for recognizing the value and the opportunity in this award and really shepherding the application process. So thank you. The Energy Facade trademark of YKK AP really helps us to tell the story of the global YKK purpose, which is the cycle of goodness. No one benefits without rendering benefit to others. And it also helps us, as YKK AP, with our own philosophy, we build a better society through architectural products. And the Energy Facade trademark provides energy efficient and thermal protective solutions across our entire line of products, which are the envelope of a building, what surrounds the building: windows, doors, curtain walls, you name it. We're very proud to be part of the inaugural class of the Trademark for Humanity Award, and we thank the Department of Commerce and the USPTO for this great honor. Thank you very much.
Well, let's have one more round of applause for all our Trademarks for Humanity winners. And now, on to our Patent for Humanity winners. Commissioner Dupa, please join us. All right. Our first winner for Patents for Humanities is Emergy. Emergy, based in Atlanta, Georgia, is awarded for developing a hydrokinetic technology through innovative hardware and software systems that enable distributed renewable power generation, transforming non-powered water conveyance infrastructure into clean energy sources. And accepting the award today is Tom Cuthbert, Chief Technology Officer at Emergy.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you to the USPTO for this great honor, for this recognition of all the great work that we're doing at Emergy. At Emergy, we're a distributed water power technology company. We're focused on supporting communities that really need the most in terms of the energy transition, which is our rural and agricultural communities here in the United States. The focus for Emergy and what we're doing is developing innovative water power systems that can use existing water infrastructure. So we're able to put in renewable energy that can deliver reliable and sustainable energy without impacting the infrastructure and the environment that those systems need to operate in. This is really critical as we move through the energy transition, that a lot of our agricultural communities are struggling to be a part of that. A lot of the renewable energy systems that need to be deployed to meet the growing energy demand eat up a lot of farmland that's really vital to the communities that we're looking to serve. And what we're doing at Emergy is developing technologies that can be installed into existing water infrastructure that's already being used to sustain the agricultural communities we're working with. And it allows us to be able to create value as well as decarbonize a segment of industry in agriculture. I want to thank the team at Emergy, the great team that we have both in Atlanta and across the United States that's been a huge part of bringing this vision to reality and creating every day. The team at Emergy is working tirelessly to innovate and scale what we're trying to do in the company. Also, a big thanks to the great team at Hush Blackwell, Brian Stewart and his team that nominated us for this award and has been really vital in helping us develop our portfolio of IP and patents. It's been a huge part of the value of Emergy is our IP and the patents that we've been able to secure with USPTO. It's created an environment where we've been able to bring in capital to scale the company and scale what we're able to do both domestically and globally, and a huge part of what we're very proud of at Emergy. So thank you very, very much.
Next, we have Hydrokinetic Energy Corporation. Hydrokinetic Energy is based in Key West, Florida, and is awarded for developing hydrokinetic turbines for use in renewable sources with flowing water, including ocean, tidal, and river currents, using a unique flow acceleration technology. Accepting the award is Walter Schertenberger, President of Hydrokinetic Energy Corporation.
I'm going to have to read my speech. I'm sorry. Okay. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored and I'm humbled to be here to receive this award. Many thanks to USPTO for the efforts to make this world a better place. This is truly what we all are striving for. CO2 reduction is our main motivation for the work we do. We do intend to contribute to this global effort by producing massive amounts of green hydrogen and green oxygen. We will accomplish this by building many 300-foot-long ocean barges, each equipped with 10 hydrokinetic turbines of our patented design, producing 4 megawatts of green electricity. Our patents were obtained through the collaboration with our patent attorney and dear friend, Mr. Dick Schwab, who unfortunately is no longer with us. But his son, a second-generation patent attorney, Mr. Andrew Schwab, who is here today, is continuing his work. Our turbines will use the Gulf Stream, the most powerful ocean current in the world, as main source of free input energy to produce green hydrogen and green oxygen at an affordable cost. The green electricity will run 2 desalinators that feed clean fresh water into 2 electrolyzers that split the H2O into H2 and O2, green oxygen and green hydrogen. The hydrogen will be used to power every form of terrestrial transportation and aviation, and liquid oxygen is the main ingredient in rocket fuel for space exploration. These fuels produced with zero carbon footprint will contribute substantially to reducing CO2. Converting to hydrogen as main energy source for electrical generation, industrial application, and all forms of transportation is the way we can achieve zero carbon emissions by 2050. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Knowing is not enough. Willing is not enough." No, excuse me. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Thank you very much. Oh, I better take this.
Don't forget. All right. Next up, we have Natal Energy. So, Natal Energy is based in Alameda, California, and is being awarded for developing fish-safe restoration hydroturbine, or RHT, high-performance hydroturbine runners that enable fish to pass through a turbine safely, preserving biodiversity while generating reliable, renewable energy. And accepting the award is Abe Schneider, Chief Technology Officer and co-founder of Natal Energy.
On behalf of my colleagues at Natal, it is a deeply appreciated honor to accept this 2024 Patent for Humanity Award. Becoming an inventor was a dream of mine since childhood, inspired by the persistent, inquisitive thought and deep concern about the need to find cost-effective solutions for a clean energy economy of my father, himself an inventor. It was on our family trips to the headwaters of the Rio Grande that I witnessed the inspirational example of beavers whose small dams improve biodiversity of the riparian zone. Beavers show us what built infrastructure can do to improve ecosystem health while putting infrastructure into streams. And this has been a central motivating idea for me almost my whole life. My sister Gia, my dad, and I founded our company together to commercialize solutions to improve the sustainability of hydropower. Today, we collectively face a perfect storm of crises. The climate crisis, we have a biodiversity crisis, and there's an exploding demand for electricity as all sectors of the economy become electrified. Hydropower has a foundational role in enabling the clean energy transition, but environmental impact has remained a persistent problem for the industry. And freshwater biodiversity has been the most negatively affected of all biomes since we began measuring it in the 1970s. More than half of the non-federal hydropower fleet is facing relicensing in the next 15 years. And most new licenses are now requiring protection for the environment, particularly for improvements around fish passage. Additionally, the majority of hydropower plants in the U.S. and other developed nations are greater than 65 years old, and this is driving a huge capital investment cycle in plant modernizations. Natal, through original scientific research, has created novel methods of design for hydropower turbines which can allow entrained fish and aquatic organisms to pass downstream safely while maintaining or improving power output and while being able to be installed in existing hydropower plants, keeping costs low. With this improvement in technology, the majority of hydropower plants worldwide could be made safe for downstream fish passage, solving one of hydropower's most enduring challenges. So I would like to thank many people, first and foremost my wife for her patience, my team at Nattel, and especially my co-inventor, Sterling Watson, and our COO and VP Engineering, Gregor Cadman. Also, a lot of our work has been enabled by the United States Department of Energy Water Power Technologies Office, our patent attorneys, SKGF, the US PTO, and the Department of Commerce for this honor. Thank you very much.
Our next winner is SpecMat. SpecMat is based in Warren, Ohio, and is being awarded for developing an innovative technology called the Room Temperature Wet Chemistry Growth, RTWCG process, which allows for solar cell production to be streamlined. It increases throughput by 40%, eliminates hot processes, uses less electricity, and delivers higher efficiency over traditional technologies. Accepting the award is Ori Fowler, president of SpecMat.
That's a really beautiful trophy. So I want to thank the U.S. Patent Office for honoring SpecMat with the Patents for Humanity Award. Thank you for recognizing our patents and our impact on society at large. So SpecMat was founded in 1995. Since then, we have developed ways of lowering the cost of solar cell manufacturing while improving cell efficiency. I've been involved since then, but my fascination with solar started much earlier. When I was 9 years old, I received a solar-powered calculator as a gift. And you might think, big deal. Well, consider the fact that I was at the time living in Romania in the early 1980s behind the Iron Curtain, and batteries were a luxury item, which meant not commonly available. I had to do all my math homework by hand. It was very difficult. But with this solar-powered calculator, it was okay, because the little photovoltaic strip was fueled for free by light, something that even us, behind the Iron Curtain, had access to. As a 9-year-old, I came to realize that with no moving parts, nothing to wear down, solar technology improves life without the need for batteries or mechanical generators, or without the pollution from coal-powered plants that made the air around Bucharest, that was my city back then, hard to breathe. My goal and SpecMat's goal is to lower the cost of manufacturing solar cells in the hope that this will improve the lives of all people, including those in disadvantaged areas. So thank you again for the award, and I also want to thank my wife, who's been very patient, especially when I forget to come home from the lab, as well as my mom, Maria, who is also the CEO of the company, and of course my patent attorney, Mr. Grimaldi, who has been also a close friend for going on 15 years. So thank you.
All right, next up, we have Wind Harvest International. So Wind Harvest International, Inc. is based in Davis, California, and is being awarded for developing new utility-scale wind turbines to use in mid-level wind resources that are too turbulent for traditional horizontal axis wind turbines, including the understories of the windiest wind farms around the world and in other places that large turbines cannot go. Accepting the award is Ola Ajala Inyang, Principal Engineer at Wind Harvest International. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. It's an incredible honor to receive this award from my colleagues. I'm really excited to be here. Like everyone, I forgot my speech at home, but I'm going to try to make something up, so forgive me. Okay, so at Wind Harvest, our mission is to harness the immense power of wind, especially for those challenging or turbulent areas where you have mid-level wind resources. Unlike traditional wind turbines, they struggle with this area because they do not work with the mid-level resources. Our patented technology is able to unlock the potentials of this underutilized wind resources in these areas, and we're able to generate clean energy on a massive scale. This award, it's not just a recognition of our team's effort. I would say it's more on the power of innovation and collaboration. By fostering a culture of creativity and embracing diverse perspective, we have been able to push the boundaries of wind energy technology. As we continue to pioneer the future of wind energy technology for turbulent resources, we invite you to join us on this exciting journey. Whether you're an investor looking to make high-impact opportunity, or you're a partner looking to collaborate on groundbreaking technology, we embrace you all. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge our co-founder, Bob Thomas. His innovative patent, coupled vortex effect, serves as the fundamental framework for our investment, for our technological advancement. Thank you so much, USPTO, for recognizing us and for giving us this opportunity. And one word for all the innovators right here is to say the sky is just our beginning, and we need to change the world. Thank you.
Next up, we have Zero Avia. Zero Avia is based in Hollister, California, and is being awarded for developing scalable hydrogen and electric propulsion technologies to drastically reduce environmental harm and lower costs compared to traditional aviation powertrains. Accepting the award for Zero Avia is Val Miftakov, CEO.
Thank you very much, U.S. Patent Office, for recognizing our innovations in this area. Zero Avia is one of the leaders in the new aviation space. We're looking to decarbonize aviation, but also remove all kinds of emissions from aviation. Aviation is a very important aspect of the economy and human experience, and some of you, I know, have flown to this event and also flying to many other events. Aviation is one of the major contributors to climate change, with about 3% of the CO2 emissions, but up to 10% of the overall climate impact because of non-carbon effects of aviation. Aviation is unique in that emissions occur at high altitudes where they have disproportional impact. So we're already, as an industry, up to 10% responsible for human-based climate change, and we need to change that. So I started the company 7 years ago with the idea to really push aviation to the new future with new propulsion that's not based on combustion, so we can avoid CO2 and all other effects on climate. And 7 years into this journey, we have demonstrated our technology through multiple prototypes. We have 3 generations of prototypes flying. We have now submitted our application for certification of our first engine to both Federal Aviation Administration and the Civil Aviation Authority in the UK, where part of the company is located. We're expecting commercial service of our product starting late next year, which is very, very quick for aviation industry. So just within 8 years since introduction, we're hoping to have cargo and passenger flights and up to 20-seat aircraft flying by the end of 2025. We have all the critical technologies developed in-house, so recognition by the USPTO is very, very important, both for us, our team, but also for our investors and partners. At this point, I believe we have over 200 applications with USPTO and over 30 granted patents, which was super instrumental for us in gaining the investor traction and the business traction. At this point, we have almost 3,000 engines on pre-order from major customers, including 4 out of top 10 major worldwide airlines and many other operators. So I would like to thank USPTO again and thank my entire team. We're 300 people working on this technology, and we're looking to decarbonize aviation so that we all can fly guilt-free. Thank you very much.
All right, and next up we have our next winner, I believe, will be accepting remotely, and that is University of South Florida, T2CE Biofuels. T2CE Biofuels is based in Tampa, Florida, and is being awarded for developing a way to convert everyday waste material, such as household garbage, solid waste, agricultural waste, and sewage into diesel, marine, and aviation fuel. So accepting the award virtually is John Kuhn, Professor of Chemical, Biological, and Materials Engineering at the University of South Florida. Congratulations.
Okay, well, good morning. Thank you to the Department of Commerce and the USPTO for all the patents we have on this technology and the recognition for this award. I also apologize for not being in person, and I appreciate the effort to organize and include me in this virtually. Our technology is looking at, just mentioned, converting waste materials to transportation fuels. Our initial focus is primarily on diesel, but as just mentioned by a previous awardee, sustainable aviation fuel is a big challenge. Only about 0.2% of aviation fuel currently is green fuels, which is much lower than land transportation fuels. As part of this, I'd like to acknowledge the team that worked on this. We had Devin Walker and Tim Roberts were 2 of the folks that led to the spin-off part of T2C Energy. They're both very critical at different points during the foundation of this project and company. Also, Ali Gardizi and Andy Zhao, who are also critical at different aspects as well, and longtime collaborator on this project and others, Babu Joseph. We'd also like to acknowledge funding, initially through the Hinckley Center, but also the Department of Energy and the Florida High-Tech Corridor, who enabled all of our advances in this area. We'd also like to appreciate all the US IP team who encouraged a lot of the initial work going forward with our patent portfolio. All those employees at the USF spinoff T2C Energy who helped validate our research as we expanded out to the lab, and Matt Stone for leading, along with Devin Walker, these commercial efforts. I really appreciate all their enthusiasm as we try to do a big scale up out of the lab into a commercial product. Personally, I'd like to thank a lot of my mentors, Umar Ozkan, Gabor Samarjai, some of my supervisors at USF, Venkat Bethanabat, and Cliff Henderson at various times. And on behalf of all of us, we'd like to thank our co-authors on these patents, our family. Personally, I'd like to thank my parents, my wife, and my 2 kids who both will be inventors at some point in time in the future. Again, thank you for this award. I'm very pleased to be recognized with this on behalf of our team.
All right, our last award winner is Pearl. Pearl is based in Rockville, Maryland, and is being awarded for developing a next-generation EV charger that is comprised of easily accessible and removable internal parts, thus lowering the cost of maintenance and increasing uptime and generating less e-waste. Accepting the award is Kabi Osekusi, founder and CEO of Pearl.
It's quite heavy. Good morning, everyone. What an honor and pleasure to be here. When I was 18 years old, I moved to the U.S. with just a few $100s in my pocket, knew no one here, and studied economics. But my passion was always engineering, and this patent represents what is true, which is that anyone, even without engineering training, can come up with innovative ideas. So I want to share 2 things that my team truly believes and lives by. The first one is that what one person gains, all gain. So the first thing that an inventor comes up with actually benefits, the entirety of humanity. And so I'm really excited with what Patents for Humanity, the term, the phrase, it really encapsulates what my team truly believes, is that it's not just patents for one person, or patents for a group of people, or patents for one country. It's really patents for humanity. The second thing that my team absolutely, truly believes and lives by is that in the world of ideas, it's completely unlimited. We live in a world where it just feels like there are limited resources, there are limited energy sources, there are sort of limited things, and we're all sort of fighting this pseudo zero-sum game. But what is equally true is that in the world of ideas, it's completely unlimited. They're just new unlimited ideas that we can bring to bear to solve our problems. So we truly believe that even though it seems like we're in this sort of tough, difficult spot, that humanity's willingness and this unlimited sense of ideas can actually help us truly overcome all the climate problems that we face. So coming back to Pearl technology, we've developed the first field upgradable EV charger that reduces the cost of installing and maintaining essentially your total cost of ownership by almost 80%. And when you think back to your basic Econ 101, when you cut down the cost of something, you radically increase demand. And so Pearl is representing the first true opportunity for us to get to ubiquitous EV charging. So we're really, really glad and grateful for this award. First, thanks to the team that has helped build the company to this level. Also, special thanks to the USPTO for recognizing and awarding us. And special thanks to all the inventors out there, past and present, who through their ideas make the world truly a better place. Thank you so much.
Well, let's have one more round of applause for all our Patents for Humanity winners. So I don't know about you, but I just found all the award winners and their stories to be so inspiring. To close out our ceremony, I wanted to take a moment to thank the many USPTO team members, external judges, and members of the Trademark Advisory Committee and the Patent Advisory Committee who contributed to today's event. And a special thank you to those from the Office of Policy and International Affairs, Soma Saha, Brandon Ritchie, and Anna Manville, who coordinated the Patents and Trademarks for Humanities programs from application to award. I also want to thank Autumn for their partnership in finding many of our distinguished judges. Autumn is a leading nonprofit organization educating, promoting, and inspiring professionals to support the development of academic research into commercial products we use every day. And thank you to all the applicants to the Patents and Trademarks for Humanities programs whose passion and commitment to address climate change and environmental challenges contributed to the success of the programs. Finally, thank you all to those attending in person and those watching online today. We hope you're as inspired as we are by the winners of these awards and their stories. Their creativity and dedication to the environment and addressing climate change is truly remarkable. Congratulations again to all our award winners. And we're done. Yeah.